7 questions that you're going to want to ask a girl that you're dating to figure out if she's going to be like long-term relationship material or not. And I want to go ahead and point this out for you guys that take this literally, that think that you should add. These are not questions that you want to ask a girl all on like the first time that you hang out with her. You don't want to drill her. It's not going to be an interview. You know, when you're dating a girl, the whole purpose is just to hang out with her and have fun with her and have a good time. But when you guys are having conversations, you do want to ask these questions because character is destiny. We want to figure out what kind of character this woman has. People, for the most part, when they show you who they are the first time around, you need to believe them. Most people don't change. They only become better versions of themselves. A few of these questions I don't think I've actually asked myself, but now I'm going to, and I'm going to explain how you would weave them into a conversation, okay? Because we want to figure out if a girl is willing to take like accountability, or if she's just going to play like the victim mindset. And like what I mean by that is like, oh, I'm not the problem, everyone else is. That's a girl that we don't want to be around long term. That's a girl that'll just, you know, demonize everybody. The first one obviously is going to be, well, it's not obvious, but I say the first question that we're going to ask a girl, because in order for you to figure out if you guys get along or not, is what do you do for fun? You know, what kind of activities do you enjoy? You ever heard that saying that opposites attract? But that's total bullshit. I think opposites attract in like a masculine, feminine polarity, like the sexual polarities between men and women. That's true. But if you're talking to a girl and you guys have nothing in common, what the hell are you guys going to do for fun together? You're likely, there's literally going to be nothing. What are you guys going to do? You're going to spend time going on dates and only going to like restaurants and bars? That's going to get old and you know, expensive at some point in time. But like if you like going to car shows and she likes going to car shows, that's 2 things that you guys can do together that you both enjoy. So if she likes reading and you like reading, you guys can go to like the bookstore together and just like pick out new books and stuff that you want to read. Or if you guys like art and tattoos, like you can't see mine right now, you guys can get tattoos together, or you guys can go to museums together because you guys enjoy like visual art aesthetic. If you're going on a date with the girl because you just want to fuck her, I guess it really doesn't matter if you guys have anything in common or not, because the whole goal is just to get her out on enough dates until she is finally ready to sleep with you. In that case, then you're done. This video is not about just hooking up with girls. It's figuring out if she's long-term relationship material or not. The second one, this is, I would argue, the most important one. This is an emotional bond and an attachment style question. Not only that, but we're also going to vet to see how the woman behaves, or if she like respects men or not. And that's what's her relationship like with her parents. But we specifically want to focus on the father. And I've got, I think, a couple of videos filmed specifically around this topic, because this really is the number one thing to figure out if a girl's going to be long-term relationship material or not. How she bonds with her parents, or like the relationship with her parents, is going to dictate how she's going to behave inside of romantic relationships, specifically between the child and the father. So if the father is not present or is just a bad dad, well, she's going to be raised to believe that relationships with men just aren't good, and therefore that's going to cause some problems down the road. But if she grew up with a father that was available, that loved her, that was, you know, present in her life, and she respects the dad, she respects the leader of the house, you as the man are the leader, that's going to be good, because you're going to be with a woman that does respect your authority as a man, as long as you continue to act like a man and a leader of the household. But if she's with, you know, if the dad is with a mom and the mom disrespects and walks all over the dad because the dad's too much of a pussy to stand up for himself and take control of the house, well, then likely she's going to be, I say likely because people, you know, just because you have a bad relationship with your parents doesn't mean every woman is going to be bad quality. But if the mom's disrespecting the dad, the woman's going to grow up saying that, like, oh, it's okay to disrespect a man. She's going to disrespect you too. So the third one, has she ever been cheated on, or has she done the cheating? We want to ask both of those questions, because if a girl has been cheated on, that means that she's likely going to have trust issues with men. depending on how many times she's been cheated on, okay? Because like being cheated on, this is coming from myself included. I know I've been cheated on in the past, and I watched my dad cheat on my mom. So that is something that I have struggled with trust issue wise, where like if I don't know what someone's doing, I'm like, dude, you're definitely going out and cheating on me. And I've had to work on that and fix that over time. Like if your girlfriend goes out with her girlfriends and she's not the type of woman to cheat on you, but you've been cheated on in the past, and this is from experience, guys, you're still going to think that she's doing something malicious, even though she has done nothing to even assume she is. We want to know if she's been cheated on, because that could mean that she has trust issues. And if she's done the cheating, so if she's cheated on one partner, okay, let's say like several partners, then you ever hear that quote, once a cheater, always a cheater? I don't necessarily believe that. Like if it was in one instance, then I think that can go both ways. But if she's cheated on a couple partners or all of her partners, character is destiny. She's gonna fucking cheat on you too, bro. If that relationship with you is good, she might stay loyal. But once that starts going downhill, that's when the girl's gonna start looking for other men that she can sleep around with and get her needs met somewhere else. Loyalty in that case is not a thing with this woman. Number 4, how long was her last relationship? So I say the last one, but this can also trail into like, oh, okay, well, what about the other relationships you've been in? So you can ask the first question, hey, so how long was your last relationship? And then she's going to say something like, oh, well, why do you want to know that? Well, I just want to know if, I'm just curious to know, like, if you're someone that, like, has, like, like, frequent flings, or if you've had something like long term. So if this is going to see if she can commit long term. Ideally, a year or longer would be great. But if she's had consistent, like 6-month relationships, like consistently, that also means that likely your relationship at some point is going to end around that 6-month mark. So the longer a girl's been in the relationship, that's a good thing, because that tells you that she's able to stay committed inside of a relationship, or like she's able, well, I can't say she's able to commit to being with someone long term. But again, if she's with someone long term, but the guy was like cheating on her, or she's cheating on the guy, that this is why we want to ask these other questions over time. Because, okay, yeah, you've been in a 4-year relationship, but you've also been fucking other dudes behind his back. That's not someone I want to be involved with. You see what I mean? All right, the next one. This one is if you want kids. So I'm a guy. I want a family. I do want kids. So number 5 would be, hey, do you want kids one day? And you only ask that if you want kids. Like if she's convinced that she doesn't want kids now, or she's like, well, maybe in the future, and you do want kids, that could potentially cause issues down the road, because your values and what you want in life don't match. And if your values don't match, that relationship's going to fail at some point. Number 6, this one is going to be if we're trying to see if she's a woman that can take accountability for her actions. We do not want to be with somebody that plays the victim mentality, like, oh, I'm not the problem, he's the problem. Oh, I was just a perfect little girl, but he was a piece of shit. What's something you learned from your last relationship? So when I answer this question, well, I learned that I'm not okay being with a partner that doesn't know how to communicate. I'm not okay being with a partner that would rather push me away instead of coming together, because I had to learn that a relationship can't exist if there's no communication between both parties. I also am somebody that can look at my behavior in my last relationship, and I will say that what I did back then, I displayed a lot of insecure, needy behavior that would push any woman away. So I have done the work to become more secure of a man, to learn how to be a man, and to fix my behavior to be more attractive and less needy, because I know that women want to come and go as they please, and I want a woman to choose me. I don't want to force myself on a woman. So that's how I would answer that question. That is a very mature response, because I have done the work. I can look back, and if I ask this question to my exes, unfortunately, I don't believe that they've done anything. If they have, because I know this entire city, I would hear about it, and I just haven't. Number 7 is when you get upset, how do you usually handle it? I believe this question can change over time once that emotional bond with somebody gets formed. Because like I'm somebody, if I got something on my mind and it's bothering me, I want to talk about it, I want to address it, I want to come up with a solution, and I want to make sure that it never happens again. That has been consistent my entire life. But I have been with people that have said that they would want to talk about something and come to a solution, and then a couple months down the road, I just end up getting stonewalled, or they never tell me that there's a problem and they just expect me to read their mind. I think when you ask this question, when you get upset, how do you usually handle it? Are you somebody, like I would phrase it like this, are you somebody that would like to work it out with your partner and come to a solution, or are you somebody that would just prefer to handle things on your own and process it that way? And I'm asking it because people like to handle conflict in two different ways. One's not wrong, one's not right. I just want to know how you handle conflict. If you ask it like that, you'll probably more likely to get a better answer. When you ask this question, when you get upset, how do you usually handle it? You're going to get an answer in that moment based on the first thing that likely pops in this girl's mind. So that's going to be the 7 questions that I wrote this morning that I think are really, really good to ask. If you have any questions that you ask women, or if you're a woman that asks men any questions, leave them in the comment section, guys. I would like to read them, and of course, other people will as well. Hey, if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. And listen, if you're a guy right now that needs help with pickup, dating, relationships, or anything else you got going on in life right now, man, work with me. Click the link in the description. Book a 1-hour coaching call with me. Let me help you. I know I can. And hey, if you like this video, guys, check out this one right here. You're going to like that one as well. Guys, I'll see you in the next one.